Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes presented by Mr. Ravi S. Kumar, lecturer in Department of Studies in Commerce, KLS Gokte College of Commerce, Belgaum. Dear students, in today's class, we are going to discuss objective of financial management. Objective of financial management is a very interesting and very important topic. Before going to discuss objective of financial management, in the previous class we studied functions of financial management. Basically, two types of financial functions of financial management. One is long term, and the other one is short term. Long term functions are investment decision, financing decision, and dividend decision. And short term functions are what working capital, and also we call it as a routine or day to day functions. And whatever the long term functions are called as scope of financial management. So let us start with in today class objective of financial management. Already I told you, dear student, is very important and very interesting topic. Please attention. So let us start in today class. Basically two types of objective of financial management. One is profit maximization, and the one is wealth maximization. In today class, we are focused only what profit maximization. In the next class, we studied wealth maximization, and after that, we discuss difference between profit maximization and wealth maximizations. So let us start with the profit maximization. In simple scenario, we would like to call profit maximization is a main theme is earning the profit, making the profit. That is what a profit maximization. Maximization means what more and more profit making, more and more profit earning. That is what a profit maximization. Let us see what author is going to defining about profit maximization. The main aim of any kind of economic activity is earning the profit. A business concern is also functioning main for the purpose of earning the profit. Profit is the main technique to understanding the business efficiency of the concern. Profit maximization is also the traditional and narrow approach which aims at maximize the profit of the concern. Yes, of course, in already I told you the profit maximization is the main intention and the main goal is what making the or earning the more and more profit. So if business is earning more and more profit, it represent the efficiency of the business. If we are have a more and more profit, if you are earning more and more profit, it represent the business or concern they are earning more and more profit. The efficiency of the concern, efficiency of the business is very good. Let's continue. The profit maximization consists of the following important features. Basically, the four features of a profit maximization. The first feature is profit maximization is also called as cashing per share maximization. It leads to maximize the business operation for profit maximization. It means by earning more and more profit, it increase the per share of per share per share of the uh, per share of cashing. It means if a business have a more and more profit, the whatever the earned profit we are disclosed to the shareholders. If you are giving proper dividend, if you are giving proper profit to the shareholders, proportionately the value of the share of the company is also increases. Is it clear? So if you have a proper profit, the whatever the proper profit is transferred to shareholders. When you are giving proper profit to the shareholders, the share value of the company is increases. Second one, ultimate aim of the business concern is earning profit. Hence, it consider all the possible way to increase the profitability of the concern. Finally, the goal of the organization is earning the profit, increasing the profit. To increasing or earning the profit, they are going to taking the lot of techniques. They are going to lot of precaution to increasing the profit. Third one, profit is the parameter of measuring the efficiency of the business concern. Of course, why? Because if a company have a more and more profit, it disclose the financial position of the company is very good. The company have a good finance, the company have a good sound about the finance, so it represent. So only the profit maximization, it measures the efficiency of the business. If a company have a good profit, it represent the company have good profit, sorry, the efficiency of company is very good. For example, the recently HDFC Bank is going to disclose their profit. So based on that profit, we come to know that the financial position of the HDFC Bank is what very good. They are good and financially strong. Fourth one, profit maximization objective helps to reduce the risk of the business. is very important point. Why? Because if the business are having more and more profit, it reduces the risk of the business. Risk means what? It may be debt, okay, or it may be loss, or it may be any technical problems. So by earning more and more profit, we are reducing the risk of the business. Means we are going to reducing the debt. Earning the more and more profit, the proportionately the debt will be reduced. Let us continue. The favorable argument for profit maximization. The following important points are in support of the profit maximization objective of the business concern. The main favorable arguments relating to the profit maximization. The first one is main aim is earning the profit. Is already we discussed in the introductory part. The main aim of the profit maximization is earning more and more profit. Next, second one, profit is the parameter of business operation. Yes, parameter means it's a one type of technique, it is a one type of tool to measuring the business operations. What type of business, what is the main operation of the business, and why business is doing, and what is the financial position of that business. These all the parameters, these all the operations will come to know that by using the profit maximization parameter. Third one, profit reduce risk of the business concern. Yes, of course, I already explained in the introductory again. If a business having more and more profit, it reduce the debt. Not only debt, other type of any risk is going to reduce. Fourth one, profit is the main source of finance. Yes, if you have a more and more profit, everyone they are ready to invest in my business. Whenever they are ready to invest in our business, then sources of finance will be more. If you have a good financial source, if you have a good profit source, proportionately everyone, and not only shareholders, even financial institutions, investors, and everyone they are ready to invest. If they are ready to invest, then it is a one type of source of, it is a one type of financial source to the organization. Fifth one, the profitability meets the social needs also. Very interesting. Whenever have a company have a good profit, and the part of the profit we are using for what? Social services, creating the park, creating the hospital, schools, and roads and dams and bridge, welfaring activities we are going to conducting. So by earning the more and more profit, so that meets the social needs also. We'll move to the next topic regarding profit maximization. Unfavorable, we discussed in the previous slide favorable arguments, and now we are going to discuss unfavorable arguments for profit maximization. The following the important points are against the objective of the profit maximization. The first one, profit maximization leads to exploiting the workers and consumers. Profit maximization creates the immoral practice such as corrupt practices, unfair trade practices, etc. These are also going on. And third one, the profit maximization objective leads to the inequalities among the stake or shareholders such as customers, suppliers, and public shareholders, etc. Dear student, by profit maximization, the business they may be conduct unfavorable argument for the, if they having more and more profit, they may be exploiting the um, workers and customers, and they may maybe create immoral practices such as corruption and corrupt practices, unfair trade practices. So that maybe is going on by doing the profit maximization. And let us we discuss next drawbacks of a profit maximization. It is vague, and third one, it ignore the time value of money, it ignore the risk. So what are the drawbacks? The first one is what? It is vague. In this objective, the profit is not defined precisely or correctly. It creates some unnecessary opinion regarding the earning habits of the business concern. It's very clear. It's vague means the profit maximization is not clear. Not clear means it is not giving clear picture about the organizations. They are focused only profit maximization. If they are going to focusing only profit maximization, what of the growth of the industry? What about the future prospect of the industry? What of the upcoming the future value of the industry? So that is not focused. So only it is not clear. It is only focus profit. It never focus about what wealth of the organizations. It cannot be. It never discuss regarding the value of the business. It never think about the future prospect of the organizations. Is it clear? Yes. Next, it is vague means it is not clear. It is not means the profit maximization is not clear picture regarding the organizations. It ignores the time value of money. Profit maximization does not consider the time value of money or the net present value of the cash inflow. It never focus about what is the time value of money and what is the net cash flow into the organizations. It's focus only the profit activities. It's focus only the maximizing the earning the more and more and more and profit. It's the main goal is making more and more profit. It is never think about the time value of money, and also they never think about the present value of cash inflow. How much cash is inflow to the organization? It's never think. It's think only about maximizing the more and more profit. And next, the third one. Third one is it ignore the risk. Profit maximization does not consider risk of business concern. Risk may be internal or external, which will affect the overall operation of the business concern. Obviously, profit maximization is basically focused about only maximizing the profit. In such situation, in such cases, it doesn't consider the risk of a business concern. The risk may be internal or external. So this is a overview, and this is a brief introductory and favorable and unfavorable arguments related to the profit maximization we discussed in the today class. And tomorrow we are going to discuss wealth maximization. It is very important compared to profit maximizations. Okay, in simple scenario, the profit maximization, the main aim is earning the more and more profit. It never thinks anything. It doesn't think about wealth maximization. It doesn't think about the future value of the organization. It doesn't think about the present inflow of the cash organization. It's thinking, and its the main objective is what earning the more and more profit, making the more and more profit. It's the main goal of the profit maximization. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in the next class with a new topic, that is wealth maximization. Thank you.